Hey friends, so today's video is going to be a little bit different. I am participating in Knit for Food, which if you watched my last Beer Knits podcast, you probably heard me mention it. But essentially what it is a day where everyone who's participating knits for 12 hours, and during that time we're fundraising for organizations like Feeding America, World Central Kitchen, Meals on Wheels, and No Kid Hungry, with basically an attempt to raise money to help feed the world. Especially in the United States, it seems like there's really no good reason why people should be going hungry, and yet they are. Food scarcity is real, food deserts are real, and, just people falling on hard times is real, especially during the whole Pamela Anderson that's happening. I can't say that word or YouTube will get mad. We will be spending the day together looking at the projects that I'm working on, because I definitely have a few lined up that I'm preparing for our trip to Vermont, as well as making some progress on other stuff that I can't take with me that just needs to get done. And here and there, I'll be checking in with what we're learning on the Zooms, because people from those organizations will be coming to tell us a little bit more about where our money is going, which I always think is really important. It's really great to have these folks come on the call and tell us where our money is going, how they're contributing, and basically how we can continue working with them after this to improve our communities. So I hope you stick around and that you like what you see. I'm probably going to end the vlog a little early because it started at 10 a.m. Eastern and goes until 10 p.m. tonight, and I'm an old woman. I can't last that long, and we are heading to Vermont tomorrow anyway, so I've got some stuff to do. But let me know what you think below, and I will, of course, leave a link to donate as well. Donations close at 10 p.m. Eastern tonight, February 12th, 2022. So I hope to see you over on the donation boards. All right, so let's talk about what I'm planning to be working on today. Pretty much all of this is subject to change based on whatever catches my fancy at any given point in time. But I plan on spending a majority of my time working on the Yuletide Blanket by Attic 24. I'm almost done with the second column of colors, and as you know, as it grows, it starts to take forever to do each round. So this will probably take up a majority of my time. But then we are also going to Vermont tomorrow, and that's actually been helpful for me because I was able to get some projects together for our trip. And, Yuletide can't go with us because it's so ginormous, but I do have these other projects that I can work on and that I plan to touch today. Specifically, this guy. This is going to be a hat for my husband, using this yarn that he picked out on our honeymoon. So I want to get that cast on today so I don't have to worry about it in the car. I at least want to do like a few rows of ribbing or something just to get it going. And kind of the same thing with this. These are going to be pixel socks with Sailor Moon minis by Haverland. So this is going to be the main color, and then you've got a bunch of different minis to work with. So I want to get a bunch of that at least cast on today and started, so once we get in the car, I have everything moving and ready to go, so it's not as painful as trying to like cast on while you're moving. Yeah, so we've still got a few hours to go, so I'm going to sit here and enjoy my morning coffee for a little and then hop on the Peloton before everything starts to wind up. All right, y'all, we are about to get started, and I don't know, I'm really excited. I've got all my yarn ready to go. I'm about to log in. I did my Peloton workout, and then instead of grabbing water like a normal person, I went and grabbed another cup of coffee. I walk that fine line between self-care and self-destruction really well. So yeah, we are going to log into the Zoom shortly and I guess start our day. So hopefully I will see you there.
For Food Knit-a-thon. My name is Lauren Elkin. I'm a knitwear designer. I live in upstate New York in the Finger Lakes region. And I am just so honored and blessed that you are joining in on this event with us.
All right, we are here at our first break. So I have brought the boys out to stretch their legs a little bit. Always excited to come outside, of course. But yeah, so we learned about Feeding America. We did some knitter stretches, which the dogs really enjoyed helping me out with. So now I came downstairs to let them out and grab my lunch. It's not a lot because I have so much to do. I need to go back in and start packing for Vermont since we leave tomorrow. So yeah, just a lot to get done in the next hour and a half. But then I'm plopping down and we're gonna do this thing. So yeah, that's where we are now. And also, just for reference, like, I don't know who else struggles with this issue, but it doesn't matter how long the trip is. I am incapable of packing for anything less than like 21 days. Project update. I have finished the ribbing on Scott's hat. Thank goodness, that was one of my goals for today, was to get the ribbing done. And then I also did one row of the setup row before going into the pattern. There are a couple of reasons why I wanted to get this done today, but really if we're going to be sitting in the car, I don't want to be doing one by one ribbing for so many reasons. Like, if you really want me to scream, then make me do 16 rounds of one by one ribbing on a hat. Like, this is like my least favorite thing to do is ribbing like this. So I just wanted to get it done. So when it comes time to get in the car, I can just pick it up and knit away. So that is done. And now I'm going to start on one by one ribbing on my pixel socks using a bunch of Sailor Moon themed minis. As promised, I started my Pixel Rise socks using this Sailor Moon theme yarn from Haverland, and I did 15 rounds of one by one ribbing on the cuff, which is always, basically hell on earth. And then I did 2 rounds of the next color that I'm going to use. I'm not going to start the color work yet. I'm going to leave that for, good old fun times in the car. I just really don't feel like doing it right now. And then having to lug all of the colors intertwined around and worry about getting them tangled until I have to. So I'll worry about that when I'm on my way to a brewery, I guess, where it's going to become a giant knot. We also have a slight change of plans that I, for one, am really excited about. The next part of my kit for the Christmas candy sampler Afghan came today. I wasn't sure if it would come before we left, so I was really disappointed, just because it seemed like it shipped a while ago and was taking forever to get here, and I had actually ordered another blanket kit to work on that's really pretty that I haven't shown you guys yet, but I will someday. And that came before this new kit came. So I really didn't think it was going to get here in time for me to work on it today, but it did. So I think what I'm going to do next is work on the next few rows of this just to get it out of the way for the next month and have some progress. All right, y'all, so it's almost 5 o'clock. It's starting to get dark. I had an early dinner because I didn't really have much for lunch, as you saw. So I ordered butter chicken from one of our local Indian places and had that. But I think what I'm gonna do now is call it a day for the vlogging piece of this, because what I want to do is get this edited and uploaded before time runs out to donate, so that way you guys can watch it and there's still a little bit of time to donate if the spirit moves you. In the meantime, I'm going to keep working on my projects, so maybe keep an eye out on my Instagram for updates on those. I'm currently working on that Christmas Afghan, so we'll see how far I get with that. And otherwise, if you like what you see as well, make sure to check out my coffee link below and buy me a coffee or a beer while I'm in Vermont so I can drink it on the podcast. But definitely before you do that, make sure to check out the Knit for Food Give Butter link below and feel free to participate. And I will see you guys soon. Bye.